Joe Biden has killed the American dream. Everyone knows it, everyone sees it, everyone is living it. We are living in an era of the have and have nots right now. Either you got a lot of money or you're struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. The majority of Americans are. The worst economy we've had in a very, very long time under this president. And I've tried to warn people and try to tell them that this was going to happen. But now the chickens has come home to roost. We're living that reality, and we have to do something to get this president out of office, or it's going to get a lot worse. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. And I want to highlight Instagram. And y'all follow me on Instagram. I've been putting out a bunch of news lately because they've been trying to censor me there. I'm putting out memes and stuff like that as well. So check out my Instagram. Follow me there, JJ the Psychotherapist. All right, let's talk about this news here. If you exclusively rely on the mainstream media, you'll be bombarded with a continuous stream of articles proclaiming the robust state of the economy. Headlines have emphatically touted the supposed extraordinary resilience of our current moment, often labeled as Bidenomics by the Biden administration, though this marketing strategy has proven less than successful. So it's a joke now. They don't refer to it as Bidenomics anymore because we all know how terrible the economy is. However, what might seem impressive on paper often doesn't accurately reflect the real world consequences. Consequently, Joe Biden present economic challenges for which Americans are encouraged to express gratitude are hitting American families much harder than suggested by Paul Krugman's carefully selected bar graph. Now, surprisingly, if you disregard the actual cost of living across the board, you can paint a rosy picture in which a significantly delayed slowdown in inflation rate is considered a remarkable achievement. Nevertheless, the harsh reality persists in the real world. If you look at the period starting from January 2021, when Biden assumed office, the combined inflation rate was at 2.749%. This means that the aggregated inflation rate has surged by 21.151% since he became president. Since Biden took office, the compounded or aggregated inflation rate, whichever term you prefer, has surpassed 21%. And consequently, Americans are now paying 21% more today to maintain their standard of living as they did just 2.5 years ago. 21%, that's a lot. It's challenging to overstate how jarring this has been for many families. Despite claims of increasing wages, which haven't kept pace with baseline inflation, the majority of people haven't received a 21% raise during this time frame. This is where preferred statistics collide with the harsh realities of real-world outcomes. Most wage growth have occurred at the lower end of the pay scale, with entry-level jobs witnessing increase due to labor shortages. However, this doesn't benefit the average father in a middle-class job trying to support his family. The same situation applies to the purportedly strong job market. Due to misguided COVID policies, there is a surplus of entry-level jobs available, but many are being filled by individuals who hold multiple jobs to make ends meet. Is this genuinely a positive outcome for Americans? Is this the ideal scenario for we should be aiming for? I would argue that is not. Possibly the most detrimental factor hindering the pursuit of the American dream is the current interest rate situation. It has not only made owning a vehicle a necessity in most of the United States more expensive, but also made buying a house nearly unattainable. Historically, property ownership has been the safest way for American families to accumulate wealth. Under Biden, mortgage rates have exceeded 8%, resulting in roughly an additional $1,000 per month for a $400,000 house compared to just 2 years ago. Is this sustainable? Is this the direction we should be striving for? While the year over year inflation rate has decreased, where else it could have gone after almost reaching 10%? Nevertheless, the cumulative effects of Bidenomics are enduring and they have a substantial impact. Media outlets and politicians who overlook these effects are being disingenuous. The truth most Americans are facing is that they are merely maintaining their current situation. Savings rates are declining, the stock market remains stagnant, and quality job opportunities are scarce. These factors in an inability to build wealth and plan for the future, trapping people in low-level jobs with limited prospects for advancement. Again, many believe Biden has dashed the American dream. All you have to do is just go to your local grocery store, pick up any item, and then compare it to how much it cost 2.5 years ago, and tell me, are you better off? Let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.